What is up, guys? And today on Zuba Bros, we're gonna be looking at 5 more of my favorite pro tips when I'm using Lizzie. I'm not here to waste your time. In fact, I just drank 3 cups of coffee, and if I don't get this done in exactly 3 minutes, I'm gonna literally...
Well, me and my brother were runners and gunners, and we're having a heck of a time.
Zuba Bros! First thing, I just want to give a huge thank you for 2,000 subscribers, guys. This is awesome. If this video does end up helping you out, then you're gonna want to subscribe to get more videos like this. Now, I believe that Lizzie is one of the more powerful characters in Zuba when played correctly. So without further ado, let's jump right into number 5. Jumping right into number 5, we're going to be looking at areas of the map where Lizzie is going to perform best at. Now, unlike many characters that have weak spots around the map, I would say Lizzie is pretty balanced overall. Of course, my personal favorite place to start at is the desert in the right side of the map. I think this area is powerful because you can hide your eggs in the grass and still snipe people from a distance, trying to lead them towards you. Other great places is the house in the center and the museum at the top of the map. Coming right into number 4, we're going to be looking at the best item loadouts for Lizzie. First up is the offensive loadout that I love. I believe this loadout is the best for doing the most amount of damage in the least amount of time. If you can get close to them with your spear, lay all of your eggs, and then hit them with a bomb, that will deal an incredible amount of damage. The downside is, once you get in close, it is going to be very difficult to try to escape without taking some damage yourself. The other option you have is going with this more defensive loadout. This is my loadout that I'm currently using right now for Lizzie, and I think that the helium canister combined with Lizzie is extremely powerful, although it took me a while to learn how to use helium canister properly. When an enemy got close to me, I would panic and hit all my eggs at once, which then would leave me with no eggs left to defend myself when they decided to come back a second time. Break this habit, and helium canister will become your best friend. For number 3, we have extending your looking capabilities. Now, many characters in Zuba can actually do this move, but I believe when you're playing with Lizzie, it is important to do this often. This can be achieved by pulling back on either your spear or your bomb while you're moving, and then using another finger pull back on your bow, which will then zoom way out of the map, which will help you determine if you want to engage in a fight or if you want to back off and come at it from a different angle later. It is also important to have Nitro Bow on to make this move more powerful. Coming into number 2, we have picking your fights. It is important in Zuba to not just kill everyone off the bat just because you can. Once you get 2 medkits and decent weapons, the next step is clicking the maps and figuring out where the end circle is going to be at. If I came across a slow, short-range character at the beginning of the game, and I could also tell that the end circle was going to be at the grass, well then I would want to take them out as soon as possible, because I know that they're going to have a huge advantage on me. Now if the end circle ended up being in the ice, well then I might actually keep them alive, because it might be better to have them alive and so I can third party the people that they're fighting later, knowing that I'll have an easier time taking them out than any sort of long-range character like Pepper or Milo. Speaking of long-range characters, we have tip number 1, and that is how to battle against these long-range losers. When versing a Fuzzy, Milo, or Pepper, you might find it pretty difficult playing with Lizzie. It can definitely be a struggle when they have 2 long-range weapons and you only have 1, but what you can do is start running backwards and at the same time start laying a minefield of eggs and blocking their path. It is important to also dodge any attacks they send your way with your spear. You should be able to dodge bombs and perhaps even spears and bows if your chi is strong enough. If you can bob and weave enough until the circle is small enough for you to use your other weapons, well now you're looking a lot better and you should be able to take them down fairly easy. It's been real, guys. It's been awesome. Lizzie is obviously one of my favorite characters in the game, which is why this video was so fun to make. Remember to like and subscribe, of course, and also leave a comment down below on what character you want to see next. You're watching Zuba Bros, and remember to stay Gucci for me.